The biggest key to success in anything is taking the first step. As Nike says, just do it. Chapter 10, Find Your Match. Following are two examples of the types of investor profiles you'll find on EYIMbook.com. We've kept lots of information virtual for easy updating and maximum relevance to the current market. The variables are rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So a T rating of 10, for example, means that you have plenty of time to invest in and hold the property. Find your match. The variables for identifying your real estate investment style are time, T. How much of your time can you invest in the project? How long before you need to sell the property or cash out? Money, M. How much money do you have assembled today to invest? Knowledge, K. Your knowledge and ability to do some or all of the work yourself. And risk tolerance, R. How certain do you need to be that your investment will make a profit in the short term? So this is someone who has lots of time. It's T10, M2, K6, R2. So if you go back and read all that. So this is for a residential property. They have lots of time and knowledge, but not much money or risk tolerance. This scenario is perfect for young people just starting out in life. You have plenty of time, but not much available income. You have some DIY ability or the time to learn about home renovation. So step one, you would buy a primary residence that has room for improvement. This can be pretty much any type of residential property, single family, condo, or multifamily home. But if you plan to keep the property when you move, the next one should be better for you in the bank's eyes. If possible, buy a 3 or 4 unit home first, then move to a 2-unit and finally to a single family or condo. If done that way, you should be able to get owner-occupant preferred financing each time. Step 2, work on the house over time. Make high-impact improvements like a new kitchen and landscaping. If possible, add some living area by finishing an attic or basement and some outdoor space by adding or enlarging a deck or patio. Try to avoid making expensive changes that won't add value to the home, like a new roof or upgraded plumbing or electrical systems. Step 3, in 2 years or less, if the market has been going up, sell the house. If not, buy a new house and rent this one. Both options are equally great in different ways. Because you'll be an owner-occupant, in many cases, your down payment can be as low as 3.5% of the purchase price. By living in the house for at least 2 of the first 5 years, you'll be able to keep most, if not all, of the profit from selling the house under the current tax law. You need a place to live anyway, so you're not taking on much, if any, additional monthly expense. Now consider a different person with a T1, M10, K8, R8, which is for a residential property. They have lots of money, knowledge, and risk tolerance, but they don't have any time. On the other side of the spectrum are quick flips. They usually require that you close too quickly for traditional financing and that you have some construction knowledge or at least the ability to supervise people who do. The risk is high with a flip because a lot of your potential profit requires that you sell the property fairly soon after buying it. Market conditions, unforeseen repairs, and other factors can sometimes get in the way of a quick sale. If you went this route, step 1 would be to find a property, one that you can buy well, fix up, and resell quickly. In their book, Flips, How to Find, Fix, and Sell Houses for Profit, Rick Villani and Clay Davis have done an excellent job explaining their proven method of flipping homes. If you're going this route, make this book your Bible. Step 2, plan your work and work your plan. Even before taking ownership of the house, have your renovation plan set and your contractor standing by. Every day that you hold the house will cost you money, so get as much as you can in place before you are the one paying the bills. You can even start looking for possible buyers at this stage. Step 3, sell and repeat. In any market, the best flipping opportunities are the ones that you create. Select your target market and make sure that everyone in it knows that you are looking for homes and that you'll pay cash and close quickly. EYIMbook.com has many other investment options as well as helpful links, questionnaires, factoids, tips, and tricks that will make your first project go more smoothly. The biggest key to success in anything is taking the first step, As Nike says, just do it. Brain dump, parting thoughts. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just because you're buying a particular type of property, don't let the current reality limit your vision. Always try to determine the highest and best use for the property. Just because it's a retail shop today doesn't mean that it may not be better as a restaurant. Just because it's a single family home today doesn't mean that it couldn't be a multifamily or condos, or perhaps even be torn down and turned into a brand new building. When possible, get the worst house on the best street. That will give you the best opportunity for growth. Finding the worst house on the worst street is not going to give you the same bang for your buck. And buying the best house on any street leaves you less room for growth. Look for areas where the zoning allows you to do a lot of different things. For example, if there's a residential home in an area zoned for commercial or mixed use, your future opportunities are much greater. Hedging your bets. Because we've already learned that markets fluctuate all the time and real estate is very cyclical, you should always be thinking of ways to limit your risk and hedge your bets. With a commercial property, the more diverse your tenants, the more protected you are. For example, if you already have a restaurant, look for a pet store or something that is completely different. Also look for tenants who've been in business for a while and seem to know how to make it work. The more tenants you have in one property, the lower your risk. Even big players like Circuit City, remember them, can go bankrupt. Something else to consider with commercial space is looking for passive tenants like bulletin boards and signs, cell towers, anything that can give you a more diverse mix of income. When buying, look for mixed use where part of the property is residential and part is commercial. Those parts of the market fluctuate differently, so your resale value should be more stable, and the risk that all tenants will go broke and stop paying rent at the same time is much lower. With residential property, the same is true. If you can have a residential rental that is also has a commercial component, that's fantastic. When you buy, think about where you are in the market cycle. Use that information to help you decide how much of the purchase you should leverage. Go back to chapter 7 if you'd like a refresher on cash versus leverage. Remember your exit strategy. Have at least 3 options for the property to avoid being forced to do something that's not right for the market or the project. Diversify. Did I mention that already? As we've talked throughout the book, to avoid being affected by market changes, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Just because you like having residential tenants and you've always done well with apartment buildings, don't exclude commercial from the mix. Have a mix of smaller and larger properties. Buy some in a vacation area and some in a place where there are schools and hospitals with students and interns who will need temporary housing. Anticipating market changes will help you prepare for them. If you sense that a downtrend is coming, reduce your debt ratio to make vacancies easier to weather. 10-year plan. The best way I've found to avoid being affected by market changes is to buy in every market. Develop a 10-year plan to purchase at least 10 properties using leverage. Year 1, you purchase property A with 20% down and a 10-year mortgage. Year 2, purchase property B with 20% down and a 10-year mortgage. Continue this process for 10 years. In year 11, property A is paid off. In year 11, take out a new 10-year mortgage against property A at 80% of its current value. Take some of the money and put it into the property, upgrading it and taking care of any major repairs that need to be made. The rest is your tax-free profit. Year 12, refinance property B at 80% of its value, and so on. Because it's a loan, not income, you don't pay any tax on it. Your interest is tax deductible, and your tenants are paying the mortgage. Voila, financial freedom. Summary. Let's recap your action items. Write your SMART goals. Create a budget with an eye toward reducing expenses. Create a virtual portfolio in each investment class. Start learning landlady skills. Do the type of investor quiz at eyimbook.com. Learn market cycles. Find some money. Start building your team. Make an offer on a property. Plan your work and work your plan. There are as many ways to make money in real estate as there are investors. The ideas explored in this book are only a beginning. Find 1 or 2 types of investing that resonate with you and find books that specialize in that market. Then do something every day to get you closer to your goals. Congratulations, you're an investor. Testimonials. Brian Tracy, author of $1 Million Habits and The Way to Wealth, says, "This powerful practical book gives you a proven blueprint to become a wealthy real estate millionaire. No one can stop you but yourself. Wilbert Winberg, author of Think, Act, Prosper, says, this book is a goldmine of money-making information in real estate. Chris's ability to strategically guide people through how to start investing in real estate is unparalleled. Thanks for listening. You can go over to eyimbook.com and purchase your copy of the book, only $10. You can download a version for free. It's on Kindle for $1.99. And I would love to hear any questions or thoughts or insights that you have. You can find ways to reach out to me if you go over to eyimbook.com. But a fun thing to do is to figure out your investment style. Definitely take the quiz.